I got a soul art reading.
Now through the mouth. Just continue to take those breaths and open your energy. And as you do, I'm calling in Clarissa's Sacred and Holy Spirit team, her ancestors, and her spirit guide to come and channel a message through me for Clarissa. I'm only connecting with information that's for the highest and best of Clarissa. And I also ask for permission. Clarissa, do I have your permission to give you a reading?
Yes.
Okay. So immediately what I'm seeing with you, you have this beautiful water energy about you. Like so much water is what I'm seeing. And I almost feel like I'm like in a pond or something. I kind of feel like I'm like this frog kind of swaying in this pond. And it's just very peaceful and it's very serene and there's just a lot of joy here and a lot of safety. Um, I'm also seeing like this portal. There's like this portal. Oh my god, do you have a... Okay. This reading might get weird.
Okay.
In the best way.
That's okay.
I never know how people are comfortable with the information. So if there's anything that's uncomfortable to you, you just let me know. I feel like you have a gift of connecting to portals. Do you recognize that or even know what that is?
No.
Okay, so what this is meaning is people who have a connection to portal have great connection to transformation. So think about going from like one portal to the next, from one world to the next. This is one of your gifts. You have the ability of being able to not only like see things from other people's perspectives, but I feel like you have a great capacity of like, even like, oh, I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like you actually literally go through portals as well. So again, this might sound weird and like, what the hell is this guy even talking about? But there are portals open up around the planet all over the place. I also feel like you have the capability of creating portals and closing them. This is what your guides are saying. Okay, so you have an ability of opening up portals, and I think that this can be done just based off of your thoughts and your emotions. So if you have really intense thoughts and really intense emotions, the likelihood of portals opening up is likely. And so this is just this is also a message of just being mindful of your emotional processing and the thoughts that you have, because you're creating portals to places that reflect those thoughts and those emotions. So if you're like really frustrated and you're thinking really negatively about things, you could also be opening up a portal to a place that reflects that. So you might also be bringing in more of that energy.
Oh no.
I know. So, but the positive thing about this is you have the capability of opening up portals to really wonderful places as well. So you can bring in energy from other places that actually feel good to you, that are actually like positive and loving and uplifting and happy. I have not met many people who have this capability. This has not come up in a reading before. This is something that I know I can do, but I've not seen someone or not met someone who can do it. So this is one of your gifts. So just be careful with your gift, right? Yeah, I feel like this is one. I feel like you're a. Would you consider yourself to be a healer?
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, well, let's change the story on that. Let's change it to fortunately. Um, One of your healing gifts. You can use this when you're healing somebody. You can imagine. You can think about what energy do you want to connect with for this person or for yourself. I want to connect to sunshine and happiness. Open up a portal. You just set the intention. I'm opening up a portal to sunshine and happiness, and that energy will come through. So this is one of your gifts, and I think that it's going to make your healing practice easier. It's going to enhance it as well. So just take a note of that. There is this like rainbow energy that wants to start coming into your life. I don't know exactly what it represents, but you know, we talked about the lily pond being kind of your energy. There is like this cool galactic rainbow, really kind of edgy energy that wants to come in. So you have this beautiful, soft, nice, happy, kind, compassionate energy about you. And so I feel like this next phase in your life, you're meant to, one, turn up the dial on your compassion while also turning up the dial on your edginess. So what do I mean by that? I mean, being able to know your boundaries and knowing how to express them and be like, that doesn't feel good to me. I'm not going to let that affect me. And continuing to make space for more of your joy. Because if you have more space for your joy and your happiness, that is turning up the dial on it. It's like I feel like I'm safe enough to turn up the dial on my joy and happiness because I have set up the boundaries in place so people aren't taking advantage of that. So that's the edginess. The edginess is like I will cut somebody if they cross my boundaries. Don't cross my boundaries. I feel like that's something you're meant to really incorporate more of. So being confident in the way that you're protecting yourself. Okay, I'm seeing one of your spirit animals. It's a rabbit. Yeah, you have a beautiful rabbit with you, and it's the white rabbit with like the red eyes. Super sweet, super sweet. But it's also talking about your voice for some reason. It's like the rabbit. The rabbit is screaming a little bit, and I think it's wanting you to scream a little bit, meaning like share your voice more. I feel like maybe you have a tendency to maybe like choke down the truth a little bit. The rabbit's like, you need to speak up more. You need to share your voice more. You have a lot of good things to say, and it's not necessarily always just like talking about your boundaries and sharing your boundaries out loud, but I feel like you have a lot of really good ideas, and maybe sometimes you don't share them. And I'm not feeling like you're supposed to all the time because some of the ideas are just for you, but I also feel like you have some really important things to say, and you should be giving yourself more confidence to share them. That's what they're telling me. Does that resonate with you? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, you sound like my tarot cards, except the bunny and the boys part, but it does make sense.
Okay, good. But I want to go back to the galactic thing, because there's a galactic energy here. So I'm going to say another really weird thing.
Don't worry.
Do you have any relationship or connections to extraterrestrials that you know of?
Oh, no.
I feel like there is a connection to connect with aliens in a positive way. They feel like they want to help you. And I also feel like this is not, you've lived in other places beyond Earth. I feel that. And these aliens might feel like Star Family a little bit. I feel like they're wanting to come in and help you during this time of your life, or they're going to. I don't know exactly how, but I keep hearing the word healing. They want to help to heal you. And so it's up to you if you want to have that experience. You don't have to. You absolutely do not have to work with them if that makes you uncomfortable. But they're just letting you know, like, hey, we're here, like, we would love to help you if you want, but no pressure either way.
How do I get their help?
You just say, hey, I want to connect with any benevolent extraterrestrials that want to help me. And your wording is important, right? Like you don't want to call it any extraterrestrial, but you just want to say, I want to connect with the ones that are truly benevolent and have my highest and best interest in their hearts. Then they'll start to help you. And in the same way that you probably connect with Hecate, you can connect with them in the same way. So I don't know how you connect with Hecate, but you can treat it like a similar experience. Like maybe you set up a ritual, or you just ask Hecate to come through the cards, or whatever that is. Okay, and there's going to be some gifts that you're going to be coming into recently, or soon. And they're coming in the form of like these green crystals. So it might actually be good for you to get some green crystals too. I'm almost seeing like green fluorite. I don't know if you're familiar with that stone. But I think green fluorite would be a really good stone because that's the way that these gifts are showing up as I'm seeing them. And they're kind of wrapped in these branches. So it seems like they're about to like fall from the branches, kind of like how fruit will fall once it's matured. I think it's gonna, once these gifts kind of fall, I think you're gonna start having an interest in something new that you didn't have an interest in before. And that's a sign that that's that gift wanting to come online. The gift is gonna evolve through this interest that you have. And I almost see like, I'm seeing books for some reason. So like, do you do a lot of reading?
No, but lately I've been like, it's been calling to me to like read Moby Dick and old classics like that, and I'm not a reader at all.
Interesting. Well, maybe that's like the gift. The gift will like evolve through reading that book, and it's so funny how sometimes like when we go through life and we feel called to do something, like I don't know why I'm supposed to read Moby Dick, but I feel like I'm supposed to. That it ends up leading you in a direction that has nothing to do with Moby Dick, but you needed to read the book to get to that point. You know, that's kind of what it feels like. So just be open to, you know, maybe Moby Dick is supposed to teach me something. I don't know, but I feel that for you. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else they want to share. Do you have any questions or anything?
Do you see any other animals?
Yeah, actually I do. I see a baby white tiger. Um, so that's interesting. You have the white rabbit and the white tiger also. And the white tiger, it's reflective of what the energy you're in now, because eventually it's going to mature and be like, you know, a mature white tiger. So, and the tiger is all about strength. It's all about power. It's all about precision. Um, and so these are energies that you're growing into, and that's why it's showing up as the baby white tiger. Because eventually, as you start to grow older and gain more wisdom, you're gonna turn into the white tiger, meaning you're gonna have more connection to your strength, more connection to your precision, and there's something else. They're saying knowledge, like your capacity to understand things is going to get larger too, which is reflective of the tiger for some reason. So for your image, I want to draw the white rabbit, I want to draw the white tiger, and I also want to draw like this rainbow edgy energy coming in as a way to signify this